Good day, mate.
What's trending? What's trending? What's trending? Yeah.
You said what's trapping or what?
What's trending? Like what's happening? But you know what I'm saying? What's trapping? What's happening? So you mix it together.
Okay.
What's trending? You know. I got my own. I'm different.
So I never heard that. Is that new?
I'm a differenter.
Okay.
I just made it up. I just made it up. It sounded like it just was supposed to roll off the tip
I
of
mean,
the
it
tongue. You feel
sounded
me?
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing tratting in this way.
Yeah. We back again, you know what I'm saying, with another one. You got Real on the ones and twos, and you got your boy RC.
Yep. I'm here. Present.
Yes, Sirski. We back again with
High tolerance.
yes. He got it. He was on point
High
that
tolerance.
time. Good. Hey, look. You know what I'm saying? He was on point that time. You feel me?
High tolerance.
High time. We back again. Good. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we always typically do on the episode when it first starts. It is shot o'clock. You feel me? So ring a ling a ding ding. We gonna toast up, you know what I'm saying? To health, wealth, and happiness. You know what I'm saying? Always. Ooh. Oh boy, got me into the Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, switching it up today. You said you were gonna bring yours, but you didn't bring it.
Yeah,
so-
mine's in the car. It's in the car right now.
Yeah, so you didn't bring it.
Hey, you're not gonna drink that shit, bro. Cause I took a shot of it last night when I left from over here. Bro, I almost threw up.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. I probably won't even drink it no more, bro. I just put that shit up somewhere. Save it for a
Save
rainy
it for
day.
a rough night.
A
Like when you ain't
rainy
got
day.
when you ain't got the money, just like, all right, it's time to pull this guy
I
out.
can't spend the money on none of that shit, so I'm like, fuck. I'll just drink this shit.
Yep,
Fuck it.
it'd be like that.
Hell nah, but I don't even want to taste that shit no more. That shit had me fucked up at work. When I smelled that shit, I almost threw up. Yeah. But shit, hell, that first topic we getting into today, you know what I'm saying, is racism. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's taught or are you born with it? What you think, bro?
I mean, I just think it's taught. I mean, I don't think anything like that can be born with.
Hate.
Yeah,
You got to teach hate.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you may be born to like hate broccoli or something,
How the fuck
But
can you
that's-
be born to hate something like that, bro?
because you taste it and you're just like no. So you're already born.
No,
with the
that
taste
don't work
buds
like
of-
that, bro. Because you know what I'm
you
saying.
don't want it.
See, typically when kids don't like certain foods, it's because it looks weird. They don't want they don't want. So if it looks funny, it looks different. They don't want it. So it's not about the taste. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you
Some
have
food
taste
is
buds,
about taste, though. You
Like
know what I'm saying?
Luna's never liked eggs in any shape or form since she was a baby till now. Nothing.
She's not fucking with eggs.
No.
I guarantee you, when she becomes an adult, when she gets to like middle school or something like that, she's gonna like eggs. Like
yeah.
Cage, he likes cheese pizza.
No, he likes pepperoni now. He's evolved into
Oh, so he's
pepperoni.
starting to like meat on his pizza now.
Yeah. But yeah, same thing. Like it was cheese for a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The pepperoni was weird. Take it off, type of deal. Like
Still getting the taste of it though.
Yeah, I mean,
take it out the pizza.
Yeah, true. They just don't know it, or they don't think it. But yeah, no. With racism, I mean that is.
Same shit.
I mean, racism and prejudice is. I think prejudice can be more learned about and more self-taught, but I think racism is definitely something that has to be taught, or there has to be some example put forward for someone to understand and to mentally see that you treat somebody different, whether it's the color of the skin or whatever the case may be.
I think racism stems from the unknown. Like people are afraid of what they don't know about. You know what I'm saying? And then people teach that to other people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where it starts at. Racism, you know what I'm saying? Like typically, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, what's unknown to
White
someone
people don't know
about?
about black people culture. They just see ignorance,
But I'm
what
not
they think
saying
is
I'm not
ignorance.
saying culture. I'm saying because what you just said was they didn't know about it. So like,
They don't know about black people, bro. We're different. Like we are a different skin color. So
I'm
okay, back then, back in the day, back way back in the back in the gist, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, even with Indians and I mean Native Americans, I'm sorry. Any other race, you feel me? Like if it wasn't their race, you know what I'm saying? Like it was well, let's go back. Typically Caucasian, I'm not gonna say all, but some Caucasian people feel like their race is superior than, you know,
right.
other races. You feel me?
It's pure.
Yeah, it's pure, it's superior, you know what I'm saying? Like they're better than everybody else. Like they make the laws, they were the first people here. You feel
I
me?
mean, they weren't the first people here, but
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they say, you know what I'm saying? Like that's their thought process. So, you know, with that being said, they were taught to believe that. So if they see this dark skin or this yellow skinned or brown skinned person, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you look different than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know what the fuck, who the fuck is you? And then they think that they're dumb, so they can outsmart them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all the while these people are trying to be friendly with them, and they just take advantage of them.
right.
And you know, they just use and abuse them. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, there you got slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like that. I mean, I don't know how that worked with Irish, but I'm assuming there were some type of not Irish, but Nazis. You know what I'm saying? Were enslaving Jewish people. You know what I'm saying?
No, they weren't enslaving; they were killing, like
Yeah,
genocide.
they genocide, but you know what I'm saying? Like they slaved them. They had them working and shit too in them camps.
I mean,
They didn't.
no, they did, but it was to get something out of them before they killed them. Like they
Before
had
they knocked
them,
them off.
yeah. But like
Same shit they
slavery
same shit they
towards
did with
like to
niggas.
like the African Americans was more.
Control.
It's long term. It's this is what you're brought here for. We didn't bring you here to kill you. We brought you here to do our work. And this
Reproduce, sell them, make money off of them. We were a product.
when it came to the Nazis and the
And
Jews,
then
it
when
was
they got
more like
tired
we're
of
gonna get
us,
rid of you, but we're gonna get a little bit of work out of you before we,
when they got tired
you
of
know.
us, they dispersed of us. They got rid of us. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean,
Same thing. It's just long term. It was longer.
I don't know what or where it made, but I do agree with that part to where it was like white people, Caucasian, whatever, like felt like it was a superior being type of deal. And I mean, I can understand it in a certain point as far as not accepting it, but just saying like the we come here from Europe to the United States. There's Native Americans already here. They're living off the land. They're doing what's pure. They're hunting, gathering. They're doing these things because they're living off the land because they have respect for it.
Right.
So like whenever they kill an animal to feed their family, like they thank that animal for its sacrifice to be able to feed its family or the village or whatever the case may be.
Factual.
So yes, stuff was primitive to the white people when they got here. So I felt like that's what gave them, they thought they had this superiority over it was, we got boats,
Guns.
we got a gun that can shoot a bullet, then we got to reload it. Versus bows and arrows and them riding on, horses and stuff. But it was a way of life that was, it's not like the Native Americans were trying to industrialize their living space. They were just taking what they needed to survive.
And
To where white people, were doing more. They're trying to expand. They're trying to do other things. They're trying to create other things, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the way they looked at it as far as whenever they went and encountered these other races and ethnicities and stuff, like it wasn't right.
Right, right. You know the Seminole Indians? They weren't really Indians. They were slaves. Well, they weren't slaves. They were black men that came together in Florida
I didn't know that.
and like went to every like runaway slaves would run to Florida and join the Seminole Army and go to the plantations where they ran from
Trying to recruit
and like kill everybody. Well, fuck all that shit up. Not the slaves though, but you know what I'm saying. Like they will fuck all that shit up.
Yeah.
Like it was like the slaves will run away, meet up with them, and then boom, go knock off everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like typically that's how that went back then, back in the day.
Okay.
They weren't all Indians. I mean all Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they all came together type shit, or like they're like Native, like black people come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
not every. That's why you have a lot of people saying that they have that in their heritage. Like me,
Oh, like they're Native American.
yeah, I have Native American in me. You know what I'm saying? Like a percentage. You feel me?
Okay.
And I have Caucasian in me as well. You know what I'm saying? So
I want to see the 20.
I'm some of everything. You feel me? It's said that Asian people have evolved from black people.
I mean, everybody's evolved from something, right? Mm-hmm. From somewhere. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to believe in Adam and Eve or you want to believe in just
like their eyes, like it's said that his Mexicans have evolved from black people. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that one.
Yeah, like that's why I got that big ass statue down there with a fat ass nose. It's a black person. For real talk, bro. You gotta look it up, bro. You gotta do some research, bro. Start looking at these videos and read and listening to what they're saying.
But
and,
we work
and
way
researching
harder.
it, huh? So you got some black in you, bro.
No, I said we work way harder though.
What? Now, you know what I'm saying? Shit, because motherfuckers is industrialized. They don't give a and fuckers is lazy, bro.
Exactly.
Not that. Look, I work just like a Mexican, bro. So I don't know what you talking about, nigga. One leg and all, nigga. Shit, I shouldn't be, but goddamn, not that all of them work harder than me.
All right, so getting a little bit more modern.
Come on with the question, 70s, bro.
80s, 90s, like no, I'm just thinking like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like 1967, like you know. Do you think like that racism was still taught to like?
Oh yeah, it had to be taught then. Like they had to carry on that legacy. You know what I'm saying, of control. You know, so in order to carry on that legacy of like that, to keep that shit going, you know what I'm saying, like they had to teach their young. You know what I'm saying, and a lot of it, I ain't gonna say everybody was taught that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that was in their environment, so they grew up around it.
Because they did segregation and stuff like that. Like that wasn't even something that like a family would taught. Like that's something the government did. Like the whites only bathrooms and what they had like even whites only water fountains.
This is a great topic, bro. And I'm finna take this shit. I'm gonna run with it in a minute for real. But you know what I'm saying? Like the government has fucked a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked a lot of people, and it's all about control. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, first it was the segregation thing. You know what I'm saying? You know,
whenever they became free,
you still weren't free, really
but
free.
You
weren't free. Yeah. You had stipulations you had to live up
still
under.
Categorized.
Yeah, like you had to be. You couldn't do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like especially up under Jim Crow law. You know what I'm saying? Like. You had whites only, and you know what I'm saying, like water fountains and all that. You know what I'm saying, like you couldn't go into certain restaurants. You couldn't walk through the front door. You had to go through the back. You know what I'm saying. Schools were separated, but once they started bringing everybody together, you know what I'm saying, like that shit still was fucking hard. You know what I'm saying.
I think like the way they did it made it harder. Like
You only got like 3 fucking
That's what I'm saying. Like,
six
why would
six
you
motherfuckers in the
bring?
school.
Yeah, like
You
why would you?
singling folks out
Yeah,
instead of just doing that shit like motherfucking Remember the Titans and having the whole fucking school just put together. Now what you gonna do?
mass, right? Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that shit still was, a little hard, But the
yeah,
football team came together. I don't know about the rest of the
yes,
school,
yeah, they
but the
did.
football team came together. But the government has always fucked up a lot of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, my personal opinion. Like right now,
Always.
like you got my coochie pink and my booty hole brown. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit
Wait, what
got
does the
women's
government got to do with that?
man. That shit got a lot to do with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's a plant. Why the fuck is that shit popular, bro? Talking about her coochie. Her coochie is the next. You said it. Like her coochie is her favorite word, bro.
Yeah,
She say coochie every goddamn nigga. Who the fuck talking about? Like, bro, huh? Why is you popular? Like, why? Why? Like, and then you know what I'm saying. You got child support. Then you got the projects. You know what I'm saying. Projects were made. You know what I'm saying. Women get project. They get government assistance, right? I'm gonna break your shit down to you. Women get government assistance
okay.
on the count of not having a man in the house.
And not making a certain amount of money.
Fuck the money shit, you know
No,
what I'm
because
saying?
but
I mean,
you
that,
can't
that
get
has a lot to do with it too,
but I'm saying, but that's how it goes. Like, so that puts them in the position to where
you need the government.
Yeah, but you need to make under a certain amount of money. So you're not trying to get a job where you're not trying to get a job where I'm making
Fuck that.
$50,000
Listen,
a year.
them motherfuckers is hustlers. They always been hustlers.
But that's what I'm saying. You work the system.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, if I make $50,000 a year, I got to pay for everything. I got to pay full rent. I got to pay for my groceries. I got to pay for my kids. I got to pay for bills, this and that. But if I can only make $20,000 a year or under $30,000 a year, then I get a discount on rent and I get food stamps. So it's like you said, they're hustling because they're working the system because I can get free money if I make under a certain amount of money. So, I mean, I don't know the analytics of it of what it'll add up to, but I can pay cheaper rent. I don't have to pay for groceries,
Man, listen,
or I
bro,
pay for
them
lesser
motherfuckers
groceries.
is not make. I
And
guarantee you, they're not making that amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, like I said, I don't know the exact amount, but that's how you qualify for those things. Is
Yeah.
you have to make under a certain amount
True,
of money.
but you know what I'm
So
saying?
you do what you do. You get that's why they have minimum wage. Like that's a scam in itself. Like there should be like a minimum wage as far as what needs to be paid out, but that's why people work those jobs, and they do it because they work the jobs is whatever they need to make, hours, time, whatever. But then they work the system to be able to make their food stamps, to be able to get a discounted rate in rent, to be able to get whatever help they can get, to get whatever tax return they can get. Like I said, I'm agreeing with you. The women are hustling because it's a single, family household or whatever like that, one income doing whatever. But like that's what I'm agreeing with you. The government set it up that way to hinder itself to not make anything better. Like it's making the issue.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Man?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Look, that's now. That's now. What you talking about is now.
Okay.
Okay. That's the stipulations now. Back then, people didn't make that much money already.
Oh well, yeah.
So there wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, an amount of money motherfuckers they couldn't really put stipulations on the way how much money you made. It was really about not having a man in the household. That's why that was created. And if you got caught with a man in your household, you got kicked out. But it's different now because niggas still, you know what I'm saying, sneak in and, they still live there. They do what they do, you know what I'm saying? But they're not married. People aren't married. It's not on paper. You feel me?
Right.
Like, so that's the finesse, you know what I'm saying? But as far as income wise, I mean, shit, motherfuckers are, they can't make a certain amount of money and still get government assistance and get help from the government and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people go from full time to fucking part time just so they can keep housing. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that shit so much, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, why I'm gonna give up my government assistance and this and that, woo woo. And that's not saying they being lazy. That's just that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like they should want more, but you know what I'm saying? Like hell, that if that's what they want to do, that's how they want to live their life. That's cool. You know, whatever floats your boat. But you know what I'm saying? Like you got to know where all this shit coming from too. You got to be educated on that shit. You know. That's just like a fucking crackhead, you know what I'm saying? Being a crackhead, you know what that shit do, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really want to stop using it because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still want to get high. You liking it. You love that shit. So you're living off of it. You don't want to go get the help because deep down inside, you can stop if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to. Like, you liking what you're getting from it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I said that to say the government is really fucking up a lot of shit and it's in control of the world and people aren't really, they don't have their third eye open. They're not looking at, they'll say they are, but they really don't give a fuck. Like people don't care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even me, I can't even say I do because sometimes I'll be like, man, fuck that shit, bro, and I keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I don't be into that shit like power to the people, you know what I'm saying? Like we not gonna do this, we're gonna take a stand. Like I should, but you know what I'm saying? I don't do that, bro. Like I'm not on that type time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, let's come together as one in unison. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and everybody. Let's get everybody together and get everybody health conscious and stop this and stop that and stop the masses of destruction. You know what I'm saying? Of the government and hey, let's get it together, bro. Let's get our people. Let's save our youth, which we should, but we don't. Cause I'm not the only person. It's a lot of people out here that don't.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna take.
Like there's a lot of liquor stores in like rural area, like different areas. You know what I'm saying? Like cashing places have general. I mean, you can cash your check in a liquor store, right? Typically, in the hood.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
in the hood. Yeah. In the hood, you can. You know what I'm saying? You cash your check in the liquor store. What's the first thing you gonna do? Buy a bottle. I mean, when you get drunk, what you gonna do?
But they get a fee. They take out of it. That's what happens whenever you cash there. They take a fee out.
Yeah. But still, what you gonna do after you cash your check? If you cashing your check in the liquor store, what you gonna do?
I mean, it just depends.
Buy a bottle. It ain't no banks there. There ain't no banks in no hoods. It ain't nothing like that. Like, it's nothing to progress those neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go to a Dave Chappelle joke.
It ain't nothing in the hood. You know what I'm saying? For you to progress, bro.
He said he got done with the show in Washington D.C. And he said his limo driver. He said like he was driving him back to his hotel. He said he got a phone call. He's like, "What? What the fuck going on?" "Oh shit, no, I'm on the way." He's like, "Hey, I gotta make a quick stop." Dave Chappelle's like, so we start driving. He's like, "I see it. Gun store, liquor store, gun store, pawn shop." I know I'm in the hood. Because, I mean, that's...
typically what you gonna fucking see.
Like you said, cash checking places.
Pawn shops, gun stores,
liquor stores. I mean, now there's really not gun stores. They're combined the gun stores, the pawn shop now.
Yeah.
So, you know. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's the setup of, like you said, like the projects. That's the setup of a hood. That's hood, just, man. And I hate anytime anybody says like addresses and stuff, and it's like, oh, Martin Luther King Boulevard.
That's the hood,
bro. You know that's the hood. Yeah, like that's hood, bro. Like that's not like
it's a Martin Luther King in every fucking hood, bro.
Yeah, and I'm saying like it's not like, it's, you know, that's the hood. Like that's
it's not on the north side,
the roughest of the rough.
It's not on the good.
One
of
the roughest, typically. Like that's
what Martin Luther King got in Columbus,
South side,
on the south. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
I mean, stuff like that's what's got to change. I mean, like
that shit will never change.
I mean,
bro.
It's not, but I mean that's other countries have free health care.
We're paying for it.
They have free college.
We're paying for it.
Bro, you get to the hospital, you ain't got no health care.
You gonna
Bro, you getting that bill on your credit.
You gonna get a big ass bill. You're in
On
debt.
your credit. Debt.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna turn you around. They did pass that law to where they can't turn you around.
That's good for that, but I mean,
but still, nigga, like you still gotta pay for this shit, bro. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go to college. I mean, you ain't even gotta. I'm not even saying like Stanford or like Yale, like something, but even just a regular community college,
continue your education after high school.
Debt.
Mm-hmm. Just to be, you're in debt, and then you get a job to get out of that debt. You know what I'm saying? And you're not even making, after you graduate from college, bro, you're not even making what you should be making.
But nah, you can't get this job, sir. You're not qualified.
Because you don't have the experience.
Exactly.
What the fuck am I go to college for? What the fuck? Where the fuck am I supposed to get the experience from? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to give me a shot, a chance, right, bro. God damn. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some jobs that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're in school, like, when you go to nursing, like, you have to do your, what you call that shit?
Volunteer work or something?
It's not volunteer. It's the same shit, but it's called something else. But you know
clinicals.
Yeah, you gotta do your clinicals and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get your experience from.
Right.
So boom, you in the game. So as soon as you get done with school, after you graduate, you're
supposed to be able to.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a job as a nurse, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they need healthcare workers in that field. But you know,
that's only because they need healthcare workers because they want to take more money from people.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that don't have healthcare.
You feel me? Like, yeah, you need healthcare workers. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a circle.
It is. It's a circle of life. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro, like, the government has did all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what they're doing. Like, they know, like, okay, pills, like, that was like a $1 billion industry. You know what I'm saying? It still is $1 billion. It's still going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the pills are killing people. It caused addiction. You know what I'm saying? And made people need those drugs. You feel me?
Yep.
And they needed them so bad that they couldn't even afford them, so they turned to the street drugs, which is the same shit.
Was one of the first big ones.
Man, it's a pill movie out right now, bro. That shit fire. You seen
Oxycontin?
It? Huh?
It's about Oxycontin?
Was it about Oxycontin? I don't know. It was something else. Yeah. I seen it on, what the fuck did I watch that shit on? That shit was good, bro.
Talking about that's what a girl salesman.
Yeah.
And it's about Oxycontin.
Is that Oxycontin?
Yeah.
What they call it though in the movie?
I can't remember, but the dude, he got addicted to it. He owned a automobile shop or whatever like they did. He was an auto mechanic. He fell off the.
Oh, you talking about the dude, her homeboy?
No.
He stayed in the hotel with her? Who you talking about?
No.
What movie are you talking about?
I don't know if it's a movie or a series, but the guy fell off, like he owned his own automobile.
It's a movie what I'm talking about. The girl she started out as a salesperson. She had to get a doctor to start writing scripts for her medicine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She got Buddy to write the scripts for her shit. You know what I'm saying? That one doctor, and he wrote one script, and I think she got like, it was like 25,000 or something like that off that one script.
No, it might be something different. Might be still talking about the same thing, but the one
I don't know, but that shit was fire though. But
was talking about Oxycontin because Oxycontin was like that.
I don't know. Let me see.
But I mean, yeah, that's what the government does anyway. Is they're gonna. I mean, our government's not a government; it's a corporation. Like it's about money. Even though we so much in debt and all this extra stuff. I mean, it's all about making the money turn. It's hardly about making the country right and helping out and well, I almost got like a booger in my nose or something because You found it yet?
I'm finna find that shit though, cause that shit is finna bug the shit out of me. That shit was a good ass movie.
Mine was on Netflix. It was called Painkiller.
Yeah, Painkiller. That's what it is. No, Pain Hustlers. That's what it is.
So yeah, Pain Hustlers is different than Painkillers.
Yeah. With Emily Blunt and Chris Evans. Pain Hustlers, bro. Hey, look, listen, bro. You gotta watch that movie. That shit is good. It's good, bro. I think it's on Netflix.
I heard of it, Pain Hustlers.
That shit is good as fuck, bro. I was tuned in the whole time, bro. Like, I did not miss. Usually, I'd be like, man, fuck this shit, bro.
But Painkillers, I think, was a series, but it was about OxyContin, and it was about
that was a
how
documentary.
Not a documentary.
So it's a series,
It's
like
a series because it's not
fake.
a document. Yeah, I mean, but it's
They made
true
up.
about what happened with OxyContin.
For real. That's the only reason I didn't watch it, because I thought it was a documentary.
Nah, but no, it's true. It was good, like, because it tells you about how it started, how they created the drug, how they
So they
pushed
got
it.
characters in there.
Yeah, it's not a documentary, so it's not people talking. It's
Alright.
them talking about.
I don't
what
like
happened.
that interview shit.
I do. I'll be into documentaries, but
I mean,
I'm
certain-
into like
certain
crime. I'm into
documentaries.
crime like documentaries.
Yeah, I watch that shit all day. But that other shit, I ain't trying to hear all that shit.
But all right, but yeah. So the government, yeah, they be fucking shit up and they be running
Always,
shit a
bro.
certain way, and
They're
I mean-
pushing shit their way to control society so they can make money. It's an ongoing scheme, bro.
so KKK.
That's a scheme.
That's a scheme.
I feel like that's a scheme.
What you mean?
Scheming. They really got bad. They be scheming, bro. Like, they scheme. It's a scheme. I feel like that's a society thing. You know what I'm saying? Control people with fear. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it's real?
No, it is real.
Okay, but you think
It's real.
it was more created to be a scare tactic or
Yeah.
something against
It's a group. It's a
black
hate
people?
group.
I mean, I know it's a hate group, but so you don't think like it was something that just randomly like some white guy and then in the
a
country
gang?
just like
Just
came up with
Oh, let's join it. We're going to create this organization. I mean, yeah, I feel like that was created like that, but I feel like the government kind of like took over. Yeah, I mean, because like it's people in the government that are KKK members.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, when you go to prison, like, you have literally, it's a different world from the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your Aryan Nation members. You know what I'm saying? You got your Muslims. Muslims and the Aryan Nation are like the two biggest gangs in prison. Muslim is like the biggest gang in prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk. Real shit. Like, they running shit. They will bust your head wide open for real. You know what I'm saying? That's why people, when they go to prison, they turn out, they be in all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They be in different sects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go to prison, they become a Muslim. That's what a protection is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's because they're willing to give their life, right? Like they don't
protection,
care. They
bro.
don't care about that.
Listen, when you go to prison, bro, it is not about fucking giving your life away, nigga. It's about protection.
No, I know
who you with, who is your brotherhood.
I understand that, but I'm saying the Muslim ideal, that's like the big one, is like
outside
they
in
don't
the free
care
world.
about dying. But I'm saying, but they don't care about dying. But that's just why you said like
No.
if
That's
you're-
different Muslims.
I mean, no, I know there's different Muslim, like how radical they are, but isn't that like that's the stronger belief is, you know, those that don't believe in your God need to die. That's what people say about the Quran. That's where
I
the
don't know.
war on terrorism and stuff is. But the only reason
I'm
I'm
not
saying that
educated on that, so
to
I
be
don't
the Muslim part of it is that's why you said they'll go into prison and they'll bust your shit up and they'll fuck you up because they don't care about their life.
I don't know who told you that. I don't know.
I mean, my dad, he you know, he's the one that fights the war. He knows what they're fighting for. That's their idea.
That's them over there in the Middle East.
But
That's a different Muslim than when you're a
that's-
prison Muslim.
I said Muslim. I mean, but that's the same.
It's not the same thing.
Well, I mean,
They're not.
that's
They,
what-
they have the same religion. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have the same beliefs.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying that they're not scared to kill anybody or do something in there, right? To protect whoever, right?
No, I said they're a strong fighting force. They're strong in there.
Okay, by strong, you mean like they'll kill you, or you
They
just mean
tough.
strong by
They're tough.
numbers?
Like, they're strong in numbers.
Okay, so it's not radicalized in there to believe what the Quran says as far as anybody that's against your God shall die.
I feel like everybody in prison is radicalized if you're trying to survive.
Well, no, well that's what you said. They're joining to be Muslim because
They
they
want
wanted to
protection.
survive. Yeah, so they're not doing
So
anything.
they have numbers.
So yeah, they're willing to change whatever their beliefs are to survive.
Mhm.
So that's not being. You're not radicalizing because you're changing what you believe in to survive.
But listen, when you're in there, you know what I'm saying, to survive, if you have strength in numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean-
like, if you have strength in numbers, that means if somebody steps to you in prison, whether you're a Muslim or you're not a Muslim, you're going to defend yourself. You're going to get crazy. You're going to stab somebody up. You're going to yoke somebody out. You're going to have to take it there because you're in prison. You have to survive. So that, what you're speaking on is the radical shit that they do over there in the Middle East. That has nothing to do with prison. Everybody in prison is on that type time because that's a different world.
I mean, I don't know.
That's a different world from the outside world.
Well, no, you're misguiding what I'm saying. I've never been to prison, so I can't say what will go on in what people's heads. But from what I see and from people that I know that have been there, whether it's family members or whatever that have gone there, to do certain things is just like back in the day, everybody was scared of M13 or whatever, the Mexicans or whatever.
MS-13.
Because they're willing to kill. Like, that's what people are scared of. Yeah. But not everybody, just because you're in prison, that doesn't mean that you're going to be that. There are people that are in prison that are soft, that, for whatever reason they're there. Yes, they're going to seek the protection that's going to protect them, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be willing to kill or to do something. So what I was saying is there's certain, of course, gangs or cliques or whatever you want to call it that you got that are known for killing. There are some known for beating, or they have that number, so they're not going to let you get to you like that. Like, I have a family member that is Mexican, and back when he used to go to prison and go to jail and stuff, there was only one, hey, you're on the Mexican side, you're Mexican. After a while, they split up.
There's a few Mexican gangs.
Because now they have it to where if you're Mexican American, meaning you don't speak Spanish, you're not from Mexico, you're not on this, you're not with this clique.
There's a few, different white gangs in prison too.
Right, just like you said, like Aryan Nation, Nazi, maybe different, same.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, there's different sets of where you would go to for certain things, just like Bloods, Crips, certain things like that. Aryan Nation,
you got
Nazis,
different sets in there.
This and there. I mean,
Bloods, you got different sets in there.
So, I mean, there are certain areas, but normally there's a dominant one, like you said, like people fear because they have that presence of those people already, they're in there for life, or they'll do life. They don't care, because they're ready to ride or die for whatever set, which not everybody's in prison ready.
So what's the statement that you're trying to make?
I was going off of the Muslim thing. You're saying that Muslims and what other?
I said Aryan Nation, the Aryan Nation, and
So that's basically.
But I'm saying like that's like.
I was saying that I felt like people were more scared. I felt like people were more scared of the Muslim because apparently to them, in my mind, from what I think about it, if you're going by the religion and whatever, you're willing to kill and die or do whatever.
Sacrifice yourself.
Right. So you're not.
To get your point across.
Right. For your community or people. To where, I mean, of course, anybody that will ride or die for a sect will do that. But Muslim had they out here is suicide vests and stuff like that, which of course not all Muslims do that. Mm-hmm. Those are the radicalized ones. But I was thinking in prison or whatever, they're still that type of people. Like they'll still die for their cause.
No.
So
they ain't on that tight time.
So it's more just
if they trying to prove if a motherfucker done did something to them, you know what I'm saying, and they gotta retaliate, you know what I'm saying, and that they got to be the sacrificial lamb, you know what I'm saying, and just go in the hole and take that life sentence, you know what I'm saying, like they will do that. But anybody will do that just to prove a point in prison, because you can't be a bitch in prison. You can't be a bitch. You can't be no hoe ass, soft ass person in jail.
I mean, but people are.
I mean, they are, but you know what I'm saying, like they in groups though. Like they get in groups. That's why you get into a group. You know what I'm saying? But if you by yourself, then you gonna be a punk. You gonna get ran over every day. You likely to kill yourself in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just a strong motherfucker, you by yourself, you can stand 10 toes down on everything. You got respect from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you just one of them type people, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta worry about none of that. Like, it's different. Like, it depends on your setting, where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like, your demeanor. Like, they tell you, you know what I'm saying, when you go into prison, like, shit, hell, don't go in that bitch, you know what I'm saying, and accept no motherfucking snack from nobody. Because I can ask you right now, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, the world will know, you know what I'm saying, but I ask you, you wouldn't know. What would have happened if you accept a snack from somebody?
You probably become their bitch.
You owe them, basically, right. You know what I'm saying, now you got to pay them back.
Right.
If you ain't got no money, then now you owe them something. What you gonna give them?
Are you asking me or? Like,
no, what you gonna get? Yeah, what you asking? What you gonna give them? I'm asking you.
I mean, I'm assuming from a standpoint, if you don't have anything to give them, it's gonna get like sexual or something. You're gonna get.
I mean, that's the
either
old
that
way.
or you know, like you say, you just got to do whatever for them.
That's
like,
the old way, but you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, nowadays it's like you in debt. You in debt to them some kind of way.
Right. So
and then, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna do whatever they say. You
like in certain places, I guess, in certain prisons, in certain states, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll rape
maybe every day that you got to give.
They might take
your
shit.
Give them your dessert or something every day or whatever extra you get, or they want your drink for the day. I don't know. Whatever. It's gonna be something like that.
Dehumanizing, you know what I'm saying? Like raping is a form of dehumanizing. I mean, not dehumanizing, but demasculating a man.
Yeah.
You know, they used to do that shit a lot to the Bucks in slavery. Like
to the Bucks?
Yeah, like that's the big strong men. You know what I'm saying? Like the big strong black men that was slaves, you know what I'm saying? Like white men would rape them.
Okay, well yeah.
They would.
Why are you laughing?
That shit is funny as fuck. Like, cause you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but
Bucks, like
yeah,
Bucks
are slaves, but they like the strong. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I got the reference like to a deer, like a buck's the one with the horns, and you know it's the male of it. But yeah, at first I was like, Bucks, what? But I mean, yeah, no, I know they used to do that to like you said, demoralize them, make them feel lesser of themselves and humiliate them. And yeah,
in front of their families too. That's just crazy. From their wives. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's some wild shit. On that note, we gonna take a shot, bro. Cause it got a little serious just then, bro. A little sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man. Oh shit, boy. How do we get into that topic? What the fuck did we go? Oh my goodness, bro.
That's why you gotta have high tolerance. This shit can go anywhere.
He was on shot o'clock. Oh shit, boy.
So since it's being done, racism is taught.
Yeah.
Whether it's within the family or government wise.
But if you grow up in like a fucking country ass town, like a small ass country ass town, and you ain't got no black people in your fucking city, what do you say about them type people too? You know, like, are they taught that? Because they ain't never seen no black person for real. So are they taught that too?
It depends on how they treat them. Whenever if someone does come around,
I mean, they're gonna treat them different. They're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be kind of a little
I think
fearful
it's
and
the area. Like my mom used to always talk about,
and what they see on TV. You know, they're
Right,
gonna
I mean-
my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. You know what I'm saying? Ah, this
Or-
motherfucker ignorant. Like,
well, no, or they may
Niggas.
think, well, we're equal because
Fucking
my
niggers.
booty hole's brown and coochie pink too.
I
So
don't
we're the
give a
same.
fuck about none of that shit that you
That's
just
what they
said.
may-
You know what I'm saying?
They may
But
think
they're
that.
gonna be like fucking niggers. They see him. You know what I'm saying? What do you say about that?
I mean, that's still taught because they still had to get that
How?
thought process from somewhere.
How was that taught? Who taught them that? If they weren't never around it, how were they taught that?
Books, TV, history. Just like you said, they got to think they're ignorant just because they say that or whatever is going on. Like you said, they don't understand the culture of what's going on.
But I'm
Now,
saying,
some of
like,
it
what
is
if they
ignorant.
weren't? What if they weren't taught that though? You know what I'm saying? They just never been around it. They never seen it. People are scared of
Then
what
it's
they
gonna
don't
be-
know. Like, okay, we're
No.
scared of aliens, bro. You know, we ain't never seen no fucking alien. We gonna treat that motherfucker like he an outsider. If we see an alien, we're gonna try to experiment on that motherfucker. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
I'm not. No.
No, I ain't talking about us. I'm just talking about us as human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that is different from us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna be cool with that shit.
But that's because we've already been taught that. Because we've already been taught to think like that. Like we don't know it, so we
Even
want to sit
before
figure what
that.
it is. But no, it's not
So
because
you
my
ain't
mom,
watch TV or nothing
my
like that?
mom in California, tells me the story all the time. Whenever the first black person moved into their neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was in awe. Like they wanted to go over there, talk to them. Oh my god, like you know,
A nigga.
like the weird stuff. You know, the weird, probably inappropriate, but it wasn't a hate thing. Like let me touch your hair or like stuff like that. Like it was never oh, you're different, we don't accept you. Like my mom was like, we were one of the first people to go over there, me and brother or whatever, and go greet them to the neighborhood and stuff. It was nothing about hate because that wasn't the type of time or anything that they were on back. Like,
But that's different. That's them.
no, it's in an area that never had black people in there before. The first black people come out there and they want to go out there
but
and
you-
meet them and welcome them. So
That's in
that's
Cal-
not different.
That's
It's-
in California though.
But it doesn't matter where it is. You just said if
Nigga,
it's in a town nowhere, whatever the case may
I'm
be,
saying,
if they
like,
weren't taught anything,
if you in
then
if you're in Iowa or you're in fucking Kentucky, you know what I'm saying, in a country
could be-
ass
it could
town
be the
like
same
that,
thing.
How the fuck it? No, the fuck it's not. It's the
What-
country. It's a fucking country. So how is
see
that
you're
taught?
now. But see
I'm
now
saying I'm
you're
putting stipulations
yeah,
on it.
now
You know
you're
what I'm saying? 'Cause it's the
stereotyping.
South.
Now you're
It's the South. The South
Ohio's
is
not-
different.
First of all, Ohio is not the South.
I ain't say Ohio.
Yes, you did.
I said Iowa.
That's still not the South.
I mean, I'm saying like different,
No,
different
no,
weird ass places
no,
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
no.
Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee. Motherfucking.
Now you're talking about the South
Uh,
because that's something
hold on,
that's
hold on,
taught.
hold on,
That's
hold
the
on.
history. That's
Hold on.
that's the Civil War. That's where the shit was going down.
Let me see.
So there's a history behind it. There's a flag.
I'm not
behind it.
saying it's not taught. I said, what if it wasn't taught?
Then it would be. It would be like
Because
that.
they weren't around it. They never experienced
Then
it.
it should be like that. There shouldn't be anything.
But you
different.
hear all of these things about it the same way your mom did. You know what I'm saying? They have an option. They have a choice to act on it a different way. But you know what I'm saying? Because they may be a frowned upon, you know what I'm saying, or looked at differently, you know what I'm saying? People act on certain shit. Okay. Let's get off racism, you know what I'm saying? I can use something else. All right. Me and you, we go out to the club, you know what I'm saying? Or hold on.
Come on, rope it in.
Okay, when we were in high school, you feel me? Like, motherfuckers used to be like, "Ugh, you eat pussy." You know what I'm saying? Like, "Ugh, nigga, like, you lame as fuck, you eat pussy and shit." You know what I'm saying? But then, motherfucker like, Greenlee come in that motherfucker and be like, "Hell, y'all eat pussy." You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga had a fucking full ride scholarship to FSU. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Florida State University. Hell, y'all eat pussy. Everybody around him would have been like, yeah, nigga, I eat pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody else before he said that was like, no, I don't eat pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, this, like, okay, your surroundings is they have a hate. They don't know what it's like. They're not educated on it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck going on with it. It's just strange to them. And you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker come in and be like they like it. Or a motherfucker come in and be like they hate it. The general public is gonna go with that person because of their popularity, right?
To an extent.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They are. The majority
no.
majority will go with it. Because everybody's not a follower.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say a majority.
The majority is gonna go with it. Everybody's not a follower,
It's
but the majority is. You know what I'm saying? They are.
Majority.
I said everybody's not gonna go with it. You're gonna have other people that's gonna be like they're gonna have their own mind, but you know what I'm saying? Like
no, that's not. I was just making fun of the way you said majority.
But okay, look, people tend to go with what the world is got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying that to say this. You know what I'm saying? People tend
It's
to
taught.
It's
taught.
Okay, yeah, it's taught.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
It's taught. It's not taught though. You know what I'm saying? People just go. They may not even want to act like that, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like they do it
because it's taught. It's what
it's not
accepted.
taught.
It's what's accepted.
Exactly. It's not. That's not taught. That's not taught, bro. Like they just doing it just to do it, and then they feel bad afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like
Unless
that's not
like
taught. Like they don't really want to do that shit. That's just the way of the fucking world. They don't like it, you know what I'm saying? People that's just the way the world is, bro. That's the government. That's just how it is. It's like a nerd, you know what I'm saying? A nerd can be fucking uncool as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be cool to a motherfucker like a popular motherfucker come up and start dapping him up and hanging out with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like the world we're followers, bro. Like, we follow the trends, bro. Like, nigga, weave and all that shit used to be frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? And old women used to just wear wigs. Now you got 13-year-olds wearing wigs and lace fronts and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to be some old women shit. Dentures. Nigga, dentures.
It's taught.
Nigga, motherfuckers have, what you call them bitches? Veneers and shit now. Them dentures.
It's taught.
That ain't fucking taught, bro.
It is.
That's popularity.
It's taught and what's accepted. Just like everything you're saying.
That shit.
Yes,
gay.
There's a popular. There's something behind it, but at the end of the day, is what's taught and what people want to be. Look at pictures back whenever we were kids. To look at our kids now, how they dress differently. It's taught. Because whoever the parents
are, that shit is not fucking taught, bro.
Yes, it is because that's what's in style, and everybody wants their kid to be in style. That's taught. What's taught.
That is this social media. That is brainwashing.
But it's not even social media.
It's not taught.
It's taught. I mean,
that's not. That's
what is social media. That's what. That's taught. What's taught.
My daughter's hair is down her back. You know what I'm saying? She wants to wear a lace front. She has long, beautiful hair, bro. And she wants to wear a lace front. That's not taught to her. Her mom told her she can't do that. I told her she can't do that. Her grandmother told her she can't do that. Her VMA told her she can't do that. Who taught her that? Because we did it.
Society.
Society ain't teaching shit. Society is brainwashing. That's not teaching. That's showing you something, and you're being fascinated with it. Because that's a difference between being taught and seeing shit.
It's the same thing. Whether it may not be knowledge, it may not be something that you accept. It's taught, and that's what is being taught. It's not being taught in a way that you accept or that you agree with.
That's your opinion.
It's being taught. Just like all this gay stuff out here, all this trans stuff out here.
That shit's not taught.
It's being taught because
I don't feel like that's taught. Not all of it. Not with everybody.
It's being taught because that's what's being pushed out here. Look at these commercials now. They have commercials with men kissing men, women kissing women. I mean, yes.
Some people are just born like that.
I'm not knocking all that or whatever, but I'm just saying everything now, like you said, is on social media. It's on videos. It's on commercials. It's on ads. Whatever you want to call them. It's on movies. But that's how things are being taught. Just like back in the day in cartoons, they were smoking cigarettes and stuff in cartoons.
Doing a lot of gay shit too.
But that's it was being taught and put in a way like that was being accepted to kids or whatever, but that's how it was taught. Yes, us as parents, adults, whenever we have kids, we're going to teach our kids and whatever to be a certain way if you're a certain type of parent that's going to do your job. But other than that, the world, the media, the government is going to try to teach them a different way. Just like in school, they teach them things that's not the full truth. Christopher Columbus, all this stuff, Boston Tea Party, all this stuff, that's being taught. But that don't mean that it's right, or that don't mean that it's the right thing to be taught. Like, not like they brought bringing religion into school. They brought bringing the gay stuff, the trans stuff, having separate bathrooms in school. But that's being taught because it's in school. So you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to think it's right. But that's how things are being taught. Is it's being
in school
pushed into kids' lives, and that's what they're going to grow up on. Just like kids that grew up during segregation and do all that, white bathrooms, black bathrooms, white water fountains, this and that. Even though the parent may not have pushed that, it was being taught because that was what they saw. That's what's being out there. Back then, they didn't have social media, but they had the big ass signs, white only.
I do agree with that.
So kids are going to see that, okay, white only. Nowadays, okay, I'm watching a video that has nothing to do with it, but it's going to, the music in the background saying, my booty hole brown's my coochie pink. So now they're just being taught like, okay, my booty hole's supposed to be brown and my coochie's pink. Whatever you want to layman it down to, like what's out there for the world is how things are being taught. It's not fair now because there's so much out there. There's so much at fingertips. There's so much that just turning a TV on, something's going to show up, and it could be a man kissing a man, and that makes it acceptable. Not meaning that you agree with it, not meaning that it's something that you want to teach, but it's being taught.
I still don't feel like all that shit's taught, bro. I just feel like that's just people just being people, looking at shit, just seeing shit. I don't think being taught is the right terminology for that. I feel like that's more like a brainwash. You know what I'm saying? Or that's just like showing somebody something so many times that
repetition is the father of learning.
Yeah. If you see something over and over and over and over and over, I don't feel like that's being taught something. You're not being taught that. Just being politically, I mean, what's the word? Damn, I tried to be fine.
That's what Lil Wayne said, but
shit.
Damn, I lost it. It was there.
It was right there, cuz. I was gonna say, shit.
You about to drop the mic.
Literally. I can't even. I don't know. Fuck you. Millennium.
Don't tell me. Come on, you can say it now,
bro. I don't know the word, bro. I can't. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get by real quick.
You can say
I'm gonna pass it.
Millennials.
What? Millennials?
Okay, all right.
I can say the word. I'm not tongue tied.
Well, you couldn't say it a month.
And then me.
Yeah, you couldn't say it 2 months
and then me. I was like a little lit that day. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like,
I think
you know what I'm trying to say. The word I'm trying to say. Like I tried to, you know, use a word, correct you with your word, your use of words. I don't feel like taught would be the correct terminology for that. I feel like it's something else. Like it's not being brainwashed, but you know what I'm saying, you show somebody something so much. That's like more like psychology kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker's like, you seeing something all day, every day, all day. Like you keep seeing that shit, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so you're saying if someone's, let's say they watch a minute video,
mm-hmm.
but it tells them the color blue is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
The color yellow is blue. The color red is black. The color black is red. So you think if someone watches that video
one time?
No, over and over and over again, they're going to learn or think that those colors are that color. So now yellow is blue to them and blue is yellow because of what they're seeing. That's what they're being taught. Well, I would say that's what they're being taught.
I don't feel like they're being taught because it's not right.
Right, but it's brainwash. It's what
I don't know what the fuck the word is. That's why I was like, I got confused just then. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a word for it, but I don't have it anymore.
So not brainwash, but
I don't feel like that's being taught that. I just feel like you're because it's not correct. You know what I'm saying? But when with sexuality, I don't feel like they're being taught certain things, but some of them are being taught certain things from other people by different parents. Because parents, not every parent thinks the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like some of that shit is being taught by different people, but other people, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, like with the world, today's society, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's being, they're being taught that. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world is trying to get everything to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like so they're making it okay to do this and do that. Then you know what I'm saying? They got like certain tactics, you know what I'm saying, that they use to show you, hey, this is that and that is this, and like you said, red is green and green is red and you know what I'm saying? Like they're doing these, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like they're making that okay. Like that, I don't feel like that's okay. And you can cancel me right now if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I ain't even made it yet. I ain't even did nothing big yet. You know what I'm saying? But shit, hell, cancel me. Shit, I don't care. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm entitled to that.
So
that's some
bullshit. You just don't consider that someone's being taught something.
I don't feel like that's being taught that. Because, I mean, like, you have to literally
you're
sit
saying,
down.
So your definition of being taught is it being right. Whatever you're being, like 1 + 1 is 2.
No. It don't have to necessarily be right. You know what I'm saying? You could be taught some wrong shit. But I don't feel like they're purposely sitting down and they're, like, it's not purpose. Like, I don't feel like they just, shit.
But they are purposely doing
They are doing that purposely, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like, man, fuck it, bro. You right. I don't even really want to talk about it no more, bro. My head hurting. Cause I'm thinking too much, bro. Like I think too much out the box. But you know what I'm saying?
Like I get what I honestly get what you're saying. Like, no, nothing that is being taught has to be right. But you feel like taught needs to have a stronger uphold to knowledge and what's being taught in someone's life as far as what they're going to accept and how they may live their life by. So to a certain extent, like you said, 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, that's something to be taught. It's correct. It's mathematically correct, this and that. 1 + 1 is 3 is not correct, but you have people that'll say you have one human that has sex with another human and they procreate and now you have 3. So that's the stuff that that may be true in that aspect, but it shouldn't be taught as mathematically as what the numbers mean versus what happens in real life. So certain things that can be taught can be wrong or right.
That was my
Am I fucking you up?
That was my shit. I was sitting there listening to you, but I was like, somebody watch this shit, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, what the fuck did he just say?
But that's been
but I get what you're saying though. I understand what you're saying. But yeah. I mean, like that's kind of like, yeah. I mean, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But I was going into a whole nother area. You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel like going into that shit, bro. For real. Because my head's starting to hurt. Because like I'm trying to explain. But you are right though. You are right. You know what I'm saying? Like taught would be the correct word. Because there's no other word. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there is. I would have to go into the dictionary.
I mean, there may be another word, but like I said, just from...
I would have to go into the dictionary or go into one of these books and find the word. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to put a check mark on RC wins. This one. Let's put that in the books.
I won the racism one.
I ain't disagree with you on racism.
I know, but I won that one.
Okay.
I was right. Yes.
Is it?
Shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock, but ain't no shots pouring.
Oh, you ain't taking one?
I guess I'll pour them.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? This one, and then we got another one, and then we gonna be gone out of here. You know what I'm saying? What's the next topic, bro? What was we on?
no, we're done for today.
We went to
wanna go
racism.
We done for today.
What was before racism? Racism though.
That's all we talked about.
It was something else, bro. We was supposed to talk about.
Oh, the next one, we ain't like I said, we ain't got time.
We ain't got time for it.
Nah.
Fuck it. Hopping and bucking and all that. You was paying, you was creeping in tall grass. Bust them all fast immediately, repeatedly. Try to make a motherfucker leave immediately. I'm a pimp, I'm a gangster, I don't need no love. I'm worldwide, baby girl, show me some love. Bo Diesel Bud. Cause we don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Let go, boy.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shot in this episode.
We ended that bit early today, boy.
Not really.
It's 5 o'clock. Shot o'clock.
Y'all have a good weekend, good week. Drink responsibly.
Y'all do y'all thought this, bro.
Until the next time.
Sirski. Skurs. Ski, sir. Oh, shit, boy. I really be saying some lame ass shit, bro. But who gonna beat me up, though?